Symbols in literature have a unique way of capturing our imagination, helping us see beyond the surface of a story and into its deeper meanings. Today, we're turning our attention to a classic novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Within its pages, a simple pear tree becomes a powerful symbol of love, passion, and self-discovery. We'll explore how this tree shapes the journey of the protagonist, Janie Crawford, and what it reveals about the novel's broader themes. So, let's discover the magic that Hurston weaves with the symbol of the pear tree. For context, it's important to understand the brilliant mind behind Their Eyes Were Watching God. Zora Neale Hurston was a remarkable figure in American literature. Born in Alabama and raised in Florida, she was a key player in the Harlem Renaissance, a cultural movement in the 1920s that celebrated Black art, music, and literature. Hurston was not just a writer, she was also an anthropologist, capturing the voices and experiences of Black individuals in the American South. Her works often stand out for their authentic dialogue and vivid characters, and Their Eyes Were Watching God is one of her most celebrated novels, and it's a reflection of her commitment to portraying the real, often complex lives of Black women during her time. So let's set the stage for our analysis by summarizing briefly Their Eyes Were Watching God, just so it's fresh in our minds. The story centers around Janie Crawford, a resilient and independent woman, as she navigates her way through life in the early 20th century American South. Throughout the novel, Janie embarks on a journey of self-discovery, framed by her experiences in 3 distinct marriages. Each relationship brings its own challenges and lessons, helping Janie shape her understanding of love, freedom, and her own identity. The novel beautifully captures her struggles and triumphs against the backdrop of society that has rigid expectations, especially for Black women. And as we'll soon see, the pear tree becomes a symbolic guidepost on Janie's path to understanding herself and the world around her. Early in the story, Janie finds herself captivated by the sight of a pear tree in full bloom. And this isn't just any tree to her, it becomes a symbol of her dreams and desires. The blossoming tree, with its vibrant flowers and buzzing bees, paints a picture of love that's natural, passionate, and harmonious. And for Janie, the pear tree represents an ideal, a vision of love and connection that she yearns for. And throughout the novel, this tree and the ideals it stands for plays a significant role in shaping Janie's choices and her understanding of love and relationships. As we rake through the symbolism of the pear tree, it becomes evident that it's not just a tree for Janie. It's a vision of what love should be. In the novel, Hurston writes, "So the beginning of this was a woman, and she had come back from burying the dead. She was stretched on her back beneath the pear tree, soaking in the alto chant of the visiting bees, the gold of the sun, and the panting breath of the breeze when the inaudible voice of it all came to her. She saw a dust-bearing bee sink into the sanctum of a bloom. The 1,000 sister calyxes arched to meet the love embrace and the ecstatic shiver of the tree from root to tiniest branch, creaming in every blossom and frothing with delight." Wow. This passage beautifully captures Janie's idealized vision of love. The harmony between the bee and the blossom, the natural and mutual attraction. It represents the kind of love Janie dreams of. And don't we all? But as we follow her journey through 3 marriages, we see that this ideal is often at odds with her reality. Her first 2 marriages fall short of the passionate mutual connection she witnesses beneath the pear tree. And the symbol serves as a constant reminder of her quest for a love that mirrors the natural, unforced union of the bee and the blossom. So the pear tree isn't just a symbol of love for Janie. It's also a beacon on her path to self-discovery. As she navigates the complexities of her relationships, the tree serves as a touchstone, reminding her of her own dreams and desires. Throughout the novel, Janie's understanding of herself is intertwined with her understanding of the pear tree. In fact, her first sexual act with Johnny Taylor is through pollinated air, like with the bees. And in talking of marriage with Nanny, Janie says, "I want things sweet with my marriage, like when you sit under a pear tree and think." She unfortunately didn't find that with Logan Killick's, but the connection to the pear tree is there. Each relationship, each challenge, and each triumph bring her closer to or further away from the ideals that the tree represents. And by the end of her journey, Janie's relationship with the pear tree symbol reveals not just her understanding of love, but also her deeper understanding of herself and the place in the world. As Their Eyes Were Watching God progresses, the pear tree symbol evolves alongside Janie's experiences. And when we reach the novel's climax, the tree takes on an even more profound significance. Janie's final relationship with tea cake brings her closer to the idealized love she associates with the pear tree. And Hurston beautifully captures the sentiment when she writes, "He drifted off into sleep, and Janie looked down on him and felt a self-crushing love. So her soul crawled out from its hiding place." And in this moment, Janie's soul, which has been seeking the kind of love and connection symbolized by the pear tree, finally finds a semblance of it. Hurston even writes that tea cake could be a bee to a blossom, a pear tree blossom in the spring. So the tree symbolism is not just about the ideal of love, but also about the journey to find it with all its challenges, joys, and heartbreaks. By the novel's end, the pear tree embodies the whole of Janie's journey, her growth, and her deeper understanding of both love and herself. In Their Eyes Were Watching God, Zora Neale Hurston weaves a tale that's as rich in symbolism as it is in narrative. The pear tree, with its blossoms and bees, stands as a powerful symbol of Janie's dreams, desires, and her journey to self-realization. And through Janie's eyes, we see that the journey to find such love, and in the process to find oneself, is filled with challenges and triumphs. But they're worth it. And the pear tree, in all its beauty and intricacy, serves as a reminder of the ideals we all seek and the paths that we must tread to find them. So, now that we've journeyed through the symbolism of the pear tree and Their Eyes Were Watching God, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you noticed other symbols in the novel? Or did the pear tree evoke personal feelings or memories for you? Share in the reflections in the comments below, and if you've yet to read the novel, I wholeheartedly recommend it. Zora Neale Hurston's storytelling is both captivating and thought-provoking, and perhaps you could gain that from the few quotes that I shared today. Let's keep this literary conversation alive, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the world of literature. Ta-ta!